By the end of this video, I really hope and will most probably make you feel less insecure about yourself, feel better about your looks, and make you realize just how stupid beauty standards really are. Like, beauty standards make no freaking sense. That's basically what's the video about. Before I start anything, I want to give you a quick introduction, not gonna take much time. If any of these topics that you're seeing on your screen right now interest you, if you like watching such content, consider checking out my channel. Just go check it out. If you like it, consider subscribing, because that will make my day. It really makes my day. So just go check it out, no pressure. I genuinely want to ask you this question: who made the beauty standards? Like, who is setting all these bars? This much is when you are considered beautiful. The world is very diverse, and who the hell is making these beauty standards, and are they even taking in consideration all types of beauty, all types of body types, all types of different people existing in the world? They possibly cannot. Nobody has it all. Like, nobody. Name me one person who has every single thing. Look around you, girl. Go ask around you. Every single girl has some or the other insecurity or something that they feel does not match up to the beauty standard. Just make it make sense. That how does it even make sense that nobody has it all? Then what's the point of it? That it literally changes with time. Okay, at one point of time, the curvy body type was so appreciated, and suddenly now there was a trend where slim body types are celebrated. Every generation they choose one girl who's like the prettiest of them all, is the most prettiest girl. If you see through the generation, if you consider them now according to now's beauty standards, they won't fit into the criteria of pretty. Okay, I'll give an example here. Marilyn Monroe is literally considered one of the most gorgeous women to live in America, right? Consider her to today's standards. She had thick thighs, which are again considered not beautiful in today's age. Like, how the hell? One thing more I want to add here is that, I grew up in a time where, curly hair was something that was just not acceptable. Like, curls were something that everybody was like, you should have straight hair, you should have straight hair, straighten your hair, straighten your hair. The amount of times I had heard that growing up. But now when I'm like 19, I feel so many people around me complimenting my curls, are like, I wish I had curls like you, I also want to have curly hair. And I'm like that in just 10 years. That's just a decade time. Growing up, I was like 10 years ago, this hair was not considered acceptable, and there was constantly need for me to straighten my hair. And now everybody's like, oh my god, they're so gorgeous, even I want that. See, it just changes. Okay, in just one decade, it completely changed. They are literally constantly changing, and if you keep running behind the beauty standards, you keep basically running this marathon that is basically not gonna end, this race that is never gonna end, because it keeps changing. If there's no final destination, it just keeps changing again and again. If you reach here, if you have this body type, then they'll change it to something else. Okay, it's literally impossible to win this race. Idea of pretty, or what is considered beautiful, is so freaking subjective. Like, okay, have you ever thought about okay, let's take this, okay, because this happens to me a lot. Okay, if me and my friends are out and I see a very gorgeous guy, and I'm like, oh damn, that guy looks good, and my friend is like, seriously, no, the guy that went before him looked good, and I'm like, no way, this guy is like clearly so gorgeous. Exactly, that's how pretty subjective is. Like, that's how pretty subjective pretty is. Just very subjective, I feel, because what you consider beautiful may not be beautiful to other people, and what they might consider pretty may not be pretty to you. I came to realize this so freaking well when I came across this. Okay, I am a big Swiftie, okay, and I'm a big Arianator. I love Ariana Grande and I love Taylor Swift, and growing up, I used to think that they are the most gorgeous women alive on earth, okay, and I would give anything to look like them. They looked so gorgeous. Like, Ariana, have you guys looked at her? She's gorgeous, okay, and since I am a big fan, I came across criticism on both of these women on how they look. For some people, Taylor Swift looked ugly, and I was like, what? Like, why are we commenting on her looks? Like, she's gorgeous. Like, are you kidding me? And the same thing goes with Ariana, and I was like, I think she's the most pretty woman out there. And then she's like, and people are like, nah, she's so ugly, she has this wrong, her face looks wrong, and this looks wrong, and that looks wrong. And I'm like, whoa, like what are we talking about? So it's like pretty subjective, like it varies from person to person. Like what you find pretty your best friend may not find the same thing pretty. It's so freaking away from reality. Like step outside and you'll see that these beauty standards don't even exist in real world. Like no hair. Every human has hair, okay? Every freaking human has facial hair. Every person has, so many people have acne. Everybody has like uneven skin color, texture on the skin. Why is like, okay, these beauty standards are so unrealistic. Like literally step outside, you'll find that none of it's just not humanly possible. Some of them, like not non-textured skin. Like girls, this is normal. Look around yourself in real life. This is freaking normal. Having texture on your skin, having uneven skin color, having hair on your face, having little acne, having frizz on your hair, these are things all normal. Like makeup looking cakey, like this is how real makeup looks, okay? And I'm all still in sunlight, okay? And this is like a good shooting angle with perfect lighting, okay? But this is how it looks. This is how real skin in real life looks. Like dark circles, these are like literally normal things. I literally don't get it how we have normalized these things, that not having hair, not having texture, not having acne, not having how are we normalizing these things? I will never understand. Like in a personal story time, this was when I recently started college. I used to scroll on Instagram saying that everybody, and I am a person who does not like makeup. This is one of the rarest occasion where I have decided to do like a lip gloss and blush and mascara. That is all that I've done right now. But like this is very rare for me. I do not like putting makeup on. Like it's just something I do not prefer. But again, if you see on Instagram, everybody looks picture perfect, makeup ready, and like with perfect makeup the minute they wake up, the minute they sleep. And I was like, should I also do this? Like even though I hate it, I should still do it because everybody is freaking doing it. Like I used to scroll and everybody has makeup until I went to college and nobody freaking does it. Like in real life, okay, there are obviously people who prefer doing makeup, but there are girls who are like, who don't care about makeup, who are not doing makeup at all. So like literally step out in the real world and see real people. That's when you realize that it's not freaking attainable. Like there are so many people out there not doing makeup and nobody cares. Literally nobody cares, because that's how reality is. That's how normal life is. You're not supposed to have makeup 24/7. I genuinely feel your looks hardly matter. I'm not gonna pretend that pretty privilege does not exist. It does, okay? There is pretty privilege and people do get privilege, but do you really wanna depend on how you look to get a job? Like in anything, if you any kind of success, do you really wanna depend on how your looks alone to get something or to get success? Do you really wanna make your looks your biggest asset? I genuinely feel, girl, your looks and the way that you look is literally the least interesting thing about you, okay? There are so many beautiful, interesting aspects about you that are so much more important. All the time that we spend trying to chase these beauty standards. Invest in yourself, invest in your knowledge, invest in your brain. And I do not want to be mistaken here when I'm saying that don't take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, okay? There's a huge freaking difference between self-care and taking care of yourself and following every single trend on the internet, following blindly to every single beauty standards that some stranger on the internet is telling you to follow. There's this ideology that you look good when you feel good. If you're genuinely feeling that you look amazing, you automatically look good. And I genuinely am a big believer of this, because I have been in the best of dresses and with the best of makeup, with the best of hair done, and I have felt shit, and I felt that I was not looking good, and I genuinely don't even have a good photo of those times, okay? Like, it's just because I didn't feel good in it. I didn't feel like myself in it, and I just felt that I don't look good. Really, sometimes, if you're wearing the most basic of outfits and, not wearing makeup and, not having your hair done perfectly, but if you're genuinely feeling good about yourself, you'll glow, girl. Like, you genuinely glow, and that glow is unmatchable. Nobody can match that glow. That beauty standards are gonna come and go. They are constantly gonna change, but one thing that doesn't is your self-worth, is your mindset. It's what you and how you see yourself and your worth, what you feel your worth, your self-worth, your self-confidence. The only thing that you can count on is yourself, okay? And these trends are gonna come and go. One day you're gonna grow old, and your skin is gonna have wrinkles, or something that you don't find desirable, or you are gonna find something or the other not perfect about how the way you look, or something or the other. Sometimes some person will point out some flaw in you, and maybe you get insecure about it. These things are constantly gonna change. That's all I wanted to say, I guess. Consider liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. That makes my day. Do that. Every comment from you, I'm like, oh wow, somebody took the time to let me know about this video, tell me something. So comment anything and everything, subscribe, because that makes my day. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment. With that, that's all. I love you, right?